One of the greatest football seasons in Delaware State University history took place 40 years ago. And in this week's Coastal Connections, on the eve of the reunion of this team, we look at how a coach with strong ties in Lewis was able to bring together a group of men, change their lives, and establish lifelong friendships and memories.
As you look at Bill Collick, their first-year head coach.
And what a first season it was in 1985. When it concluded, Delaware State had their first conference championship in 26 years. Collick was named MEAC Coach of the Year. However, for the former Cape Henlopen High School student, teacher, and coach, the season could have played out in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and not in Dover. Following the 1984 campaign, the Hornets head coach Joe Przicki took the job at James Madison.
You were the defensive.
Collick was his defensive coordinator at the time.
They really wanted to take all of us with him, and it sounded exciting. However, I was married and my wife was expecting with our second child, and had worked at BB for a while, and she said to me one day, you know, this whole football thing can be fleeting.
Soon after he told Przicki no, he told Delaware State yes to taking the role as the Hornets head coach.
I was excited because Coach was my defensive coordinator when I was at Cape Henlopen High School. So, you know, when we found out that Coach was going to be the head coach, I mean, I was just ready and just ready to go.
Number 98 for the Hornets, Tim Gray, was a standout player at Cape Henlopen. With Collick as his assistant coach, he helped lead the Vikings to the 1979 state championship, and that connection helped in the recruiting process.
I was reluctant because I had my mind set on going into the Army, active duty. And, you know, Coach in his way of saying, he said, you know, Timmy Gray, you know, you'll be the first in your family to go to college. First generation.
After a loss in their 8th game, the Hornets traveled to Baton Rouge for a nationally televised matchup with traditional, historically black college and university power, Southern.
It's just totally different. I mean, the way we did the walkthrough, the way there's media everywhere, and you know what I mean? It's just different, you know, which also meant that we were important because we were here.
We just went down there and we just basically destroyed them. You know, and you know, Southern, you know, their band was again well known. So probably after the third quarter, they was playing for us and not them.
As the game comes to an end, the final score 46-8.
The Hornets would finish the regular season with a 9-2 record, ranked 12th in the nation, champions of the MEAC, and awaiting the announcement of a spot in the Division I AA playoffs. An announcement that never came.
You do everything you're asked to do. You show up early, you show up on time, you're prepared, you do what you're supposed to do, and it's almost like, okay, so where are the football gods and tell us, okay, you guys are in. And it just didn't work that way. So it took a while for us to be able to let that go and really get back and enjoy and embrace the MEAC Championship.
But embrace it they have over the years, and now, on this milestone anniversary, they will head to Dover for a reunion.
Whenever you get the chance to see them, you know, you cherish that moment. You know, 40 years, I mean, whew, that's a minute. 40 years, and like I said, you know, we all been blessed, and hopefully God will see us through it, that, you know, we get to see each other on the 10th.
10 days into October to remember a time 40 years ago.
The game comes to an end.
And this group made history and formed an everlasting bond. For Coastal Connections, I'm Matt Pensick.
With the long travel.